DORs, hey, what's going on, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. We're working on a Toyota Camry today, and we're going to show you how to properly and safely remove a door panel. And as far as the year range and design, it's about 1997 to 2005. That range, the design is basically the same. Let's get started. All right, DORs, we are in the garage now, and on the far end is our 1999 Toyota Camry. And again, in today's video, we are going to show you the proper and safe way on how to remove an internal door panel. And in our case, driver's side left rear. Making our way driver's side rear and DIYers, in our case, this is why we need to get inside the vehicle and remove that inner door panel. As you can see, the window is not closed and we cannot roll it up, unfortunately. And that is because our internal window actuator and mount is broken. So in the event that that ever happens to you, definitely check out the link scrolling above. We will also post it down below in the comments and description. Again, your window will not open or close and you're pushing the electric push button and nothing's happening. You will need to replace your window actuator and motor. At this point, I've got the camera positioned. All we're going to do next is open up the door and gain access to that inner panel to remove it. Into a close-up view, in DORs, chances are yours looks very similar if you have a year close to 1999. And a quick reposition of the camera. What I want to do first is actually point out every location that we have a screw or lock tab that holds that panel in place. And I want to show you that now because I am going to do a close-up view of each securing point as we move through the project. And I wanted to show you the entire panel first. And what we can do is start up top, and it's not actually secured, but what it does is the plastic panel loops over the aluminum frame inside and rests or hangs on the inner frame. In addition, coming in here, the center point has a little cap, and once we remove that cap, we will remove a Phillips screw, and it's going to be small. And then right here is a plug that looks exactly like that. And we've got a plug here and a plug right here. And by removing both of those plugs, we can gain access to two larger Phillips screws to remove those. And then all the way over here, right here in our case, we have a plastic press lock. And by removing that, we can remove this portion of the panel. And then we've got this black panel here that we need to remove. We are now looking at the black plastic panel I just showed you, and we need to ever so carefully insert a flathead screwdriver in between the plastic panel and aluminum frame. And DIYers, go slow, be precise, do not crack or break this plastic panel. And just carefully get it behind the plastic panel and run it up and separate it from the inner prongs, as shown there. And there is the back of it. And it goes in this little plug as well as this one up top. And this part right here hugs inside the panel and frame. And since we're in this location, we are going to go down below 6 inches and carefully remove that plastic tension plug. We are now looking at the plastic tension plug, and that inner circle we need to carefully push in, and that will unlock it and we can pull it out. And like anything else, go slow, no need to damage it. Just like that. And I've got a little pick tool, and I will just pull it out. There it is. Now to a close-up view of the door handle and frame, and inside here we have a little access door, and I've got a very fine tip flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to carefully open that up. And in our case it's broke, so it looks like someone has been servicing this door handle before. Hopefully yours is not broken. And as you can see, there's a Phillips screw. Let's go ahead and remove it. Next, after you carefully remove that screw, this entire outer plastic frame needs to be shifted to the left or rearward and then pulled out. So you're going to do that simultaneously. There it is. And the reason why you have to shift it back is because of this little tab right here. And it goes inside that little rectangular cutout. Let me give you a better view. See that? Again, go slow, be precise, don't break anything. Another quick reposition of the camera. Next, we will direct our attention to the larger plugs. You've got one here and you've got one right up here. We'll do this one first. And I'm coming in with a pick tool. Down below in the comment section, as well as the description section, will be a link on where to purchase these pick tools. I'm just gonna get it in there and get it started. Then I can revert back to the very fine tip flathead screwdriver and just carefully work this out. And try to grab it by hand, or you can then just pull it out. And inside there is a Phillips screw. to a different camera angle and a close-up view of that inner Phillips screw, and I have transitioned to a magnetic bit as shown here, and it's about 1 inch long. Here we are up top to remove the plug for the handle. Followed by removing the inner Phillips screw. And that is loose. Taking a step back, and all the securing points have been loosened and removed. And from here, we are going to carefully separate the panel from the aluminum frame. And behind that inner panel are several plastic lock clips. And all you have to do is carefully pull the panel up where it clears the aluminum frame that it hangs on up top, and guide your hand down and pop out each of those plastic prongs. I'll start up here. And this is cut. So it looks like we're not the first ones to service the inner portion of this door. Now to a top view, and be careful because in our case, we are going to keep the door panel basically installed by the electrical wiring right down there. And it's cut, as you can see, I just mentioned. We are not the first ones to service inside this specific door. Something was replaced in here. Not sure what, not sure when. And in the event that you are going to remove this plastic cover or guard, basically keeps moisture out of the inner portion here to prevent corrosion. You don't want to do this. You don't want to cut it. I mean, unless you want to, but all around the entire outer portion of the plastic wrap is this little sticky bead. And all you have to do is just carefully pull it up. And what I would do is it starts right here. Leave the top portion alone, start at the bead, go all the way down, all the way across, and all the way up to the end of the bead over there. Separate it and roll it up. Roll it all the way to the top and then tape it up. Then you can gain access to the entire inner portion of the door to service whatever you need to service. In our case, we need to service the regulator mount and brace, which is right here. There's a close-up view of it. And right there. That entire inner portion needs to be replaced, and there's the motor back there. However, DIYers, that is what we wanted to show you in this video. In the event that you want step-by-step guidance on how to properly replace your regulator and motor, again, which is right inside there, definitely check out the link scrolling above earlier and down below in the comments and description. From here, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.